Yo, what's going on you guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I am going to be explaining how to win all of your endgames in this season and some tips as we are going into Season 5. Tons of you guys have requested that I make a specific video on how to win a lot more of your endgames because it is the main part of the game in stacked tournaments like the FNCS and DreamHack. I do go over some tips and tricks on my Twitch channel every single Saturday and Sunday from the hours of 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Please head over there and check it out. There is a link in the description. And if you want to see what times I will be streaming, like I just said, check out my schedule over there. Anyways, I'm going to be going over some very specific things, including practice and tips for how to win as many endgames as you possibly can. Be sure to stick around till the end of the video so that you guys do not miss any important information, because if you do, you may not place highly in all of your endgames. This video is mainly going to be focused on solos, so first I am going to start with the 4th zone of the game, which is where the endgame starts. This is the zone before the half and half zone where everybody is going to try and set themselves up for endgame. In this zone, most people are stacked and have good loot and good health. So if you can, try to avoid W keying because it will be a lot harder and you are very susceptible to being server focused. And server focus is basically when everybody in the server kind of shoots at you and focuses you and drains all of your resources. In terms of your positioning in this zone, you should try and position yourself on the very edge of the circle, for the reason is the next zone, which is known as the half and half zone, appears half in and half out of the storm. So it appears on the edge of the ring, which is why you should take the chance and position on the edge, because if you do get the zone, then you will have a massive advantage over the rest of the lobby. If you base up in the middle, then you will have a bad rotate no matter what, so you should really try and take that chance and position on the edge of the zone. Okay, the next zone is known as the half and half zone, or the 5th zone of the game. In this zone, before the first full moving zone, a fair amount of people will die. However, not as many as the moving zones. You should focus on just keeping to yourself and gathering tags for Storm Surge if you need them. If you want to, you can try and push people here, simply because people are still slightly in the mind that nobody is near them, because this is the first close quarters zone. In reality, the circle pushes you into very close quarters where somebody could easily be on the other side of a wall and exploit into your box. To ensure that you are not W keyed, try and base up in some hard mats, which are metal and brick, and then tarp in wood. I'm going to combine all of the moving zones into one collective moving zone section called the moving zones. I just said moving zones like 4 times. In these moving zones, the stuff that you have to do is not as simple as you may think. You should try and stay alive by tarping, using rotation items like shockwaves and crash pads, and try to use your mats wisely. If you do need a refresh, which is where you take a player's mats and resources after killing them, you first should understand the concept of endgame layers. Simply put, your layer you are on is how high and how low you are in the endgame grouping of tarps. Then, when you want a refresh, you should consider going the layer where the most people are, which is low ground. Not only will people be extremely scuffed down there, but it's likely they will be easy kills because they do not know how to properly utilize their mats and ammo to last for a while in endgame. Also, it is important you guys understand the dead and congested sides of zone in endgame. The dead side of zone is where the least people are and where it is the safest and you have the least chance of dying. The congested side is where the most people are and the area where you have the most chance of dying. So if you are smart, you should try and ideally get to whatever side the dead side is in the endgames you play. Alright, the final zone is the zone that closes fully, and there are around 2 to 7 people left in the game. You should just try and wrap up the game by going for a heal off or for going for the remaining kills in the game. This zone is very simple and it is where your mechanics are very important. So work on your mechanics so that you can consistently win the fights of the game. And hopefully you secure that sweet win. Alright guys, that is the video on how to win more of your competitive stacked endgames. If you did find it helpful, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more educational Fortnite content. Be sure to check out my Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. There is a link in the description. If you guys like this type of content, be sure to leave a comment letting me know. But that's about it guys. Be sure to like and sub, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.